This week's featured artist is Justin from Justwin Customs. This is one of my favorite artists, so I'm excited about this one. Alright guys, let's get into it. So, came across Justin's work back in 2018 when I saw his Kansas University shoe. It was a Jordan 1, and here it is. And this was the first shoe that I saw of his work, and the colors, dope. Red, white, blue, very clean. And then when you look at this graphic panel, this part of the panel, I mean, this is just dope. And then I naturally love line work and patterns and all that. That's what I tend to like the most. And this shoe has it all over. I mean, little things, like little details, like the swoosh. You see these extra lines he has, like a little effect to the swoosh on this side, and then you have the same thing almost on this side. Little details like that I find dope, that I like, that you can tell he puts thought into. These are just dope shoes. So this was the first shoe that I saw of Justin, and this is the shoe that was like, all right, I'm gonna follow this guy. And then started following famous glitch shoe. The first time I saw it, at first I was like, whoa, it's kind of blurry. But it speaks for itself. Shoes like these, people think they're very easy. Well, yeah, they're easy, but they're easy to do when you know how to do them. Shoes like these, people think are like, whatever, that's just a glitch. Just did a quick outline. No, there's actually work. You look at the outlines that he has, the sketch look. You have three colors along that line. You have black, the magenta, and then you have the cyan. So there's a lot of detail in this shoe. You can tell that even though it looks very minimal and very simple, sometimes simple, minimal work is the hardest to do, just because you have to find a balance between what's too much and what's too little. And I think this is just perfect. It's just about right. So I think Justin knocked it out with these shoes. One of my favorites. I'm not a fan of magenta or the cyan colors, but I'd rock these. These are cool. These are cool shoes. These are just next level, simple, clean, very unique in the sense that this is what separates him from other artists. And I think this shoe here brings light to this, to what really separates Justwin from other artists out there. And I think it's his attention to detail. Just very simple effects. You can see on this shoe, the Jordan 1, on the swoosh, when you first look at it, at least when I first looked at it, it did look like someone took a lighter and just lit it up real quick to get that effect. When you look at how he cut the swoosh, you see that he cut it, and you can see he added this outline throughout, a very bright neon effect, the flame, little details like this. You see little embers floating here, you see them floating over here on the toe box. That's what really makes his work stand out. See here, you can see what he did to the tongue tab here. I mean, he just looks like he really did take a lighter to it and he really did burn it. But overall, this is one of my favorite shoes that Justin has done. I just love it. I just love the effect. It has that dimensionality. It gives you that illusion that, okay, there's depth. The perception of depth. Like he plays with that in a lot of his work. With the glitch, the previous one we just talked about, there's that perception of depth. He gives it to you with that instantaneous moment of a glitch. Like he makes you think that instantaneous moment of a glitch is now forever. It's stagnant. So now you feel like you're frozen in that millisecond of time that is the glitch, which that's what I see when I see the shoe. Another one of of that has the same effect but very simple, very clean are these Yeezys. Um, and he has little embers floating around the shoe. He adds this dimensionality here to the stripe. I mean, these are just dope. All the edges look like they've been burnt. You can see little embers floating around all over the shoe. This is super clean, super simple. Love them. Um, Not a Yeezy fan, but I'd rock these. And some more of the same thing, that burnt, that flame effect on some forces. Um, you know, you can see the detail to them, like they just been lit up. Paper clips, safety pins. Very artistic, very thoughtful in his process, how he's gonna lay these out, how he's gonna do them. Takes a lighter to them, destroys them, beats them up, whatever it is to get that effect. Paint or no paint, he gets the job done. Now these are another one that these are another pair of shoes that are super simple, but when you first look at them at first glance, yes, they are super simple. They are just the only thing modified on these is the swoosh. Blue, red, camo, whatever it is, it looks like it's just a very quick swoosh. But when you actually get into the detail of these shoes, and you see the dimensionality in it, the depth, you see the folds in the bandana, and I mean you can see the detail. You can tell it's a bandana because of the detail, and that's really cool. You can tell that was some time on that paintbrush. But super clean, super crisp work. I love his work. And then a Nipsey Hussle shoe. There's a bandana on this one on the inside, and got Nipsey Hussle. Just this portrait, real life look to it. His hair, little particles of hair that you can see. And this is just dope. Like, his artwork is amazing. True artist here. Portraits are hard, and that portrait of Nipsey, I mean, knocked it out the park. This is another shoe that I'm a big fan of line work, and this is another shoe that I was like, man, these are dope. And I believe he did these freehand. So yeah, he did do these freehand from what I remember. And I mean, if you look at the detail on this, super clean, super simple. I'd rock these. Just a very clean. His artwork is very clean. Attention to detail. I love that. I love that in an artist. Now this next shoe here is my all-time favorite of Justin's. I love line work. I love simplicity. And I think when you look at this shoe, he knocked it out the park. This graphic here just shows it. I had never seen this graphic till now, actually. This graphic here just sums it up, it looks like. It's super clean, super simple. The line work, what he does to the swoosh here, to the line when it hits the swoosh. The line gets distorted when it hits the swoosh. These shoes are just amazing. These are dope. Super simple, super clean. And I'm not saying the work is simple. I'm just saying it just looks super clean, super, doesn't need additional things here, bells and whistles to get the concept across. It's just clean, super clean. Just my style shoe. I'd rock these every day. These are just my favorites of his. And then, he has another portrait. He has lifelike, super clean, love it, detail, the colors, everything. They just look amazing. And with that, guys, that's it for this week's featured artist, Justin from Justwin Customs. Thank you for the work you do, man. It's amazing. I love your work. I'm a big fan of yours. And for everyone else, man, if you guys know any artists who need some recognition and you just want to put them out there so that people know what other artists are talented, just like Justin is, just go ahead, drop us a comment below, send us an email, do whatever it is you need to do to get a hold of us so that we can, review the work and, put them on here. That's what we're here for. We're here to provide a platform to help artists get some recognition with their work. But with that said, the work's got to be on point. The body of work is got to be on point. All right, guys, until next week, thank you for tuning in, and please make sure you subscribe below if you like what we're doing here, if you like what we're talking about. Even if you hate it but you love to leave negative comments, just go ahead, subscribe anyway. Subscribe, leave your negative comments. I'll look at them, I'll cry, I'll laugh, whatever your intent is, whether it's hurting my feelings, I don't care. Just leave your comments below, like us, keep watching us. Thank you.